Recently, Germany's agreement to transfer a large number of Leopard 1 tanks to Ukraine has caused interest and controversy around the world. It is predicted that these tanks will directly confront Russia's T-72 tanks in the current tense situation. Therefore, comparing and evaluating the strength of these two types of tanks becomes more important than ever. In this article, we will compare the technical specifications and features of the T-72 and Leopard 1 tanks, and provide an assessment of the strength of each type of tank to see which one will have the advantage on the battlefield. Follow U.S. Military Summary for more interesting military information. Year of production and cost. There are significant differences in the year of production and cost between the T-72 and Leopard 1. The T-72 was produced from 1971 to 1992, while the Leopard 1 was produced from 1965 to 1984. In terms of cost, the T-72 has a value of around $2 million US, while the Leopard 1 has a value of around $1.5 million US. Although there is not a significant difference in value between the two types of tanks, their age may affect the functionality and performance of the equipment on the tank. Interior and exterior design. There are significant differences in the interior design of the T-72 and Leopard 1. While the T-72 is designed to be operated by 3 people, including a driver, gunner, and observer, the Leopard 1 is designed with 1 driver, 1 observer, and 2 gun operators. This means that the Leopard 1 requires fewer personnel to operate, but each person has to perform more tasks. In addition, the exterior design of the T-72 and Leopard 1 also differs. The T-72 has a distinctive shape with a protruding gun turret and smoke launcher at the back. This design helps to increase the protection of the tank, especially from above. Meanwhile, the Leopard 1 has a relatively simple and lower shape than the T-72. This shape helps the Leopard 1 to move and shield better in urban environments, where the tank may be limited by its height. Speed and engine. Speed and engine are also important factors in comparing the T-72 and Leopard 1. The T-72 has a maximum speed of 60 km per hour on the highway and 40 km per hour off-road, while the Leopard 1 has a maximum speed of 65 km per hour on the highway and 45 km off-road. However, we should note that the speed of a tank is often limited by the terrain and combat environment, so a higher speed may not always be an advantage. The engine of the T-72 is the Ural 744 diesel engine, with a power of 780 horsepower, consuming about 3.5 liters per kilometer on the highway and 5 liters per kilometer off-road. Meanwhile, the engine of the Leopard 1 is the MTU MB838 CAM 500 diesel engine, with a power of 830 horsepower, consuming about 4 liters per kilometer on the highway and 5.5 liters per kilometer off-road. Both types of tanks use diesel engines, but the engine of the Leopard 1 has better power and fuel efficiency than the T-72. However, comparing the engines of the two types of tanks is only a part of the overall picture. The performance of a tank depends on many other factors, such as operational capabilities, durability, and environmental resilience. Therefore, evaluating the performance of the T-72 and Leopard 1 requires consideration of many different factors. Firepower. Firepower is an important factor in the combat operations of tanks. The T-72 uses the TPDK-1 and TPN-3 fire control systems, a 125mm 2A46M main gun, and T-80B or T-80U tank rounds. The range of the main gun on the T-72 is from 4 to 5 kilometers. However, the T-72 is not equipped with the radar to support fire control. Both the T-72 and Leopard 1 have their own advantages and disadvantages in their firepower systems. The T-72 has high accuracy in fire control thanks to the TPDK-1 and TPN-3 control systems. However, the long-range capability and target positioning of the T-72 are limited due to the lack of radar. In contrast, the Leopard 1 has better target positioning ability, thanks to the PZB-200 radar, and can attack targets at longer distances than the T-72. However, the fire control system of the Leopard 1 is not as highly rated as the T-72. Armor system. The armor system of each tank is also an important factor to consider. The T-72 is equipped with a steel alloy armor with an elastic fiberglass and plastic liner. The main armor of the T-72 is improved from the T-64 version and has a thickness of 500 mm at the front. The T-72 can withstand automatic cannon shells of 30 mm and RPG-7 rocket shells. The Leopard 1 is also equipped with the steel alloy armor with an elastic liner. The main armor of the Leopard 1 has a thickness ranging from 70 mm to 100 mm. The Leopard 1 can withstand automatic cannon shells of 20 mm and RPG-7 rocket shells. However, the armor of each tank also has its own strengths and weaknesses. The T-72 has stronger armor than the Leopard 1, increasing the tank's protection capability in combat environments. The thickness of the main armor on the T-72 is also significantly greater than that of the Leopard 1. However, the T-72's armor is also heavier and can reduce the tank's speed and mobility. Maintenance and logistics. Maintenance and logistics are also important factors to consider when comparing the T-72 and Leopard 1. The T-72 can be maintained and repaired at the repair and maintenance centers of the Russian Army. This ensures that maintenance and repairs are carried out quickly and accurately. In addition, the T-72 can also use spare parts and replacement materials produced domestically, reducing maintenance and repair costs. The Leopard 1 can also be maintained and repaired at the repair and maintenance centers of the countries that use it. This ensures that maintenance and repairs are carried out professionally and quickly. In addition, the Leopard 1 can also use spare parts and replacement materials produced domestically and internationally, increasing flexibility and efficiency in maintenance and repair. In summary, the T-72 and Leopard 1 are both tanks developed in the 1960s and 1970s and have been widely used around the world. Both types of tanks have their own strengths and weaknesses, and the choice of the tank depends on the intended use and combat conditions. In the comparison process, the Leopard 1 has a higher maximum speed, thicker armor, and is equipped with radar, while the T-72 has a lower cost and a higher ability to resist automatic cannon shells. In addition, the exterior and interior designs of the two tanks also have differences. However, the strengths of each type of tank can also be weaknesses depending on the specific combat situation. Therefore, the military needs to carefully consider and evaluate various factors before choosing the most suitable tank for use in different combat operations and missions. We hope that the information in this comparison article will be helpful for you to understand more about these tanks. If you find this information useful, please like and follow the U.S. Military Summary channel to update more useful information about the military and national security. Thank you for following.